All right, guys. Ajay Menon here, and if you don't know me, I'm a Roma fan since 20 years, living in Mumbai, and one of the co-founders, you can say, of the ISA Roma India fan club. And along with me, I have Ratul Sinha all the way from West Bengal, who's also a super proud Romanista. And yeah, Romanistas are rare, but here we are, two of them. And today we're going to be talking about. Generally what's been happening at Roma, Europa League, and of course the Rossi versus Mourinho. So are you ready, Ratul?
Yeah, I'm ready. Thank you for this
So
opportunity.
100%. So before we start, just introduce yourself, man, to everyone who's watching this video.
Yeah. So hi. So first of all, I would like to thanks Ajay Bhaiya for this
Yeah.
wonderful opportunity. So I have started supporting Roma from 2006, and basically I'm hailing from Kolkata, which is known as the hub of Indian football, and people here are very passionate about football. So and since then I'm a proud Roma fan, and it seems like that Roma have chosen me, and I never regret being a Roma fan, and I very proudly support and flaunt the Roma logo.
100%. You're also an East Bengal fan, so you know the red and yellow
Right,
connection there.
right, right. Yes, yes, yes.
So, without any further ado, let's get into firstly the Europa League round of 16. यार अपन ने Feyenoord को तो हराया as usual, and then
Right.
we got this team from the Premier League, Robert to this and Brighton, and as usual, वो clips अब आ गए वापस where you had one guy saying that Brighton can win Serie A. Like, there if a player had to choose between Brighton or Milan, he'll go to Brighton because Serie A में कुछ है ही नहीं. So what are your
Yeah.
thoughts on that, man? Especially after the first leg, 4-0.
4-0, yeah, it was a destructive game. As De Rossi told in the post-match review that Brighton players are not used to it because they are not so experienced in that European competition. So they lost their nerve. But Roma is, in terms of prestige and history, Roma is much more bigger club. They know how to handle the pressure. So they won and they played really well.
मैं तो सुना था कि I read somewhere that had João Pedro been there, had who else is there? I mean, some yeah, this guy Bituma, who's a big star. Had they been there, then Roma wouldn't have stood a chance. यार मतलब क्या बोल रहे हैं यार? I mean, I don't understand. Like, are you underestimating Dybala, Pellegrini?
Now English fans तो ऐसे ही है. If you look in the Euro Cup final also, सब लोग तो इंग्लैंड को मतलब जिता ही दिया वो यूरो
I
कप,
know,
बट
I know.
इन द एंड तो हम ही जीता. इटली नहीं जीता.
100%. I mean, मेरा मेरा
राइट.
वही है कि these guys only watch the Premier League and उनको लगता है कि पूरा बबल प्रीमियर लीग में ही है, बाहर तो कोई और कोई लीग है ही नहीं और कोई टीम है ही नहीं.
सही बात. But in
And
competition, Italian league is much ahead of the English Premier League.
not much ahead यार अतुल. मेरे हिसाब से तो लगभग वही है. Obviously, Italy doesn't have the big names anymore.
Right,
England, you have the big names, you have the better
right,
managers. It's
right, right.
like, for example, like we can't beat a City. Simple as that. Like City are
Uh,
the most elite team. We can even
uh,
Inter could beat City. So I mean Inter are the
uh,
best team in Italy right now. And
right.
got knocked out to Atletico Madrid. So it's a game
Yeah.
of fine. But then my point is कि भाई Serie A इतना भी बुरा नहीं है कि जैसा तुम लोग दिखाते
सही
हो कि
बात.
कोई है
Right,
नहीं.
right.
And you see the
Right.
amount of Serie A players in the Premier League, man. I mean, it's
Yeah.
astonishing. Liverpool have got Alisson, Salah, Rudiger was
Uh,
there. So many.
Rudiger. Alisson was also there. Alisson.
Alisson is still there ना.
Yeah.
और भी है, कितने सारे एक्स Serie A players है. मतलब मैं
बहुत बहुत
स्पर्स
सारा.
में कितने हैं? कुलुसेव्स्की है,
टोना सैंडो
रोमेरो है.
टोनाली भी था न्यू कैसल में, बट वो
कौन?
तो सैंडो टोनाली न्यू कैसल. न्यू कैसल.
साल भी न्यूकासल में
हाँ,
है. डैनियलो है.
हाँ. जानियोलो है, बट जानियोलो का फॉर्म थोड़ा अभी मतलब खराब चल रहा
कल
है. इज
तो गोल
डाउन,
मारा.
बट
कल गोल मारा वेस्ट हैम के.
कल गोल मारा, बट होपफुली ही विल कम बैक इन द फ्रेंडलीज अगेंस्ट यूएस एंड इक्वेडर.
Huh, so my point is that Serie A is not that bad. I think
राइट, राइट. सीरियस नॉट.
Brighton
राइट,
really underestimated Roma. First leg में
राइट.
4 खत्म कर दिया उनको. Second leg was
हाँ.
सब formality, like I mean this is a team that has been to so many European semi-finals and finals,
Right.
and with that Mourinho mentality, which we'll talk about later in the episode about
Mm.
Mourinho. Second leg going away and just killing the game was the game plan, which De Rossi
Right.
achieved. Welbeck scored a
Right.
wonderful. Azmoun's goal was ruled out. I mean, उतना
Ruled
match
out.
नहीं करेंगे, but overall Roma deserved to go through.
Yeah. Yes. Definitely. Definitely. Definitely.
That's where we get to the next topic of discussion, which is the Europa League
Right.
quarterfinal, semi-final, and the part two, the final.
Uh,
So we got drawn against a very very familiar opponent, which is
yeah.
AC Milan.
Yes.
What are
Yeah.
your
Right.
thoughts on drawing the Rossoneri?
Definitely. The match against AC Milan is going to be a tough, and this is going to one of the real test for Daniele De Rossi, because he this is for the second time he is going to face the big team, and we need to show the character. Previously, अगर हम देखें तो रोमा था, whenever they play against big team, they were a little bit of shy and they were a little bit of defensive, but they need to come out of that and they need to attack more. And as it is said that is the attack is the best defense. So I firmly believe on De Rossi that hopefully we'll do better.
Who are the Milan players that scare you right now, given the form that they're in?
As of now,
Liao,
all are I mean, there is no one who can scare actually, but yeah, all are good. I can say that.
एकदम पॉजिटिव है यार मेरे को तो सी according to me Milan are favorites to win. Two
Uh,
things because we've had a terrible record against big teams
yeah,
overall.
right,
So
right,
we've had like horrible records against Inter, Milan, Juve,
right,
Napoli, Lazio, whoever is in the top half. एक तो वो
right.
रिकॉर्ड ऊपर
Uh,
से आई मीन जितना भी जोसे को तुम बोलो डिफेंसिव ये
uh,
था बट we still did not manage to win those big games. So
right,
with
right,
his style, which is far more attacking and far more open, I am
right.
scared about Rafael Leao just running down the wing
Yeah,
and just curling one in.
yes,
And Leao नहीं तो दूसरे wing में Pulisic है.
right,
Pulisic नहीं
right.
तो center में या Oppo as well as Giroud, two different strikers,
Yep.
two different qualities that they have. So
Quality.
overall, मेरे हिसाब से, I think Milan are maybe 65 to 35. Like I would give Milan a 65% chance. I'm not. This is like from my head, not from my heart,
Yeah,
obviously. दिमाग से
yeah,
अगर मैं analysis दूं तो मेरे को लगता है Milan are favorites to win. Having said
yeah.
that, I hope that the Rocky pulls, one of. But तू वो schedule देखा क्या तूने वो टाइम पे क्या है रोमा का? Roma play all the big clubs at that time, so
Right, right.
could be one second.
Yeah,
I think we lost. Yeah, Ratul's
only they
back.
managed. Yeah, only they managed to beat Napoli by 2-0.
वो भी तो कौन सा नापोली कौन सा वो वाला नापोली है जो Serie A जीता था.
Yeah,
And they got to what 8-9 men or something. That's just
uh,
we had to win that at home at the Olympico, but we came close to beating. I would say, not close to beating. Sorry, we were leading 2-1 in the first half against Inter, which we played very well. But in the second
very
half,
well.
our intensity went off, and they scored three
Yeah,
goals in one half, which
good,
is
very well.
obviously unacceptable. But then my point is that वही है कि Milan, I would say Milan are favorites to win.
Right, definitely. Yeah,
So it's going to be a tough game for Roma, and
very definitely tough.
देखते क्या होता है. दूसरा दूसरा सेमीफाइनल में तुमने देखा क्या है? We it's if miraculously Roma manage to progress, the other quarterfinal is Leverkusen versus West Ham. So it's Jabi Alonso's Leverkusen who are unbeaten this year. If
Yes,
I'm
right,
not mistaken, the last team that beat them were Roma, Jose
right.
Mourinho's Roma. Last
Yeah,
year's Europa League semi-final.
yeah,
So if we manage to beat, Leverkusen, we face the winners of West Ham. Or sorry, if we manage to beat Milan, we face the winners of Leverkusen and West Ham.
yeah. West Ham.
So in the semi-final, which is
Right.
again very tough. Yeah.
Very
So
tough, right?
ideally, I really feel that the way that Roma can get into the Champions League is either of the two, either finish fourth or finish fifth, and hope that Italy get that extra coefficient spot where till five place P5 you have Champions League football. I don't think so.
Yeah.
We can, like, to be very honest with you, मेरे को तो दिमाग से वही लग रहा है कि we'll not go through the quarters. Even if we scrape through, it's going to be very difficult in the semis. And even if we scrape through the semis in the final, it'll be mostly Liverpool. And you know our record is Liverpool, man. I mean,
Yeah,
forward,
we lost one European final against them. हम लोग को एक हारे थे.
I swear. I mean, overall, our record against English side is awful, and especially against Liverpool, though, is very tutty. Yeah.
Right. प्रॉब्लम क्या है मतलब अभी अफसोस होता है मतलब वेरी डिसअपॉइंटिंग दैट वी वर सपोज्ड टू बी द डिफेंडिंग चैंपियन ऑफ द यूरोपा लीग
We should have
फॉर
been. That is our victory.
द
And Anthony Taylor, that bald, idiot, can just take a walk. I mean, कहाँ मैं तो अभी मैंने पोस्ट किया था, ठीक है? तो सेविया का ऑफिशियल हैंडल ने एक्स में ट्वीट किया समथिंग अबाउट
हाँ
रेफरिंग. मैंने उस पे
हाँ
वो मैटिच का हैंडबॉल का वो फोटो डाला और बोला
हाँ
कि यू गाइस हैव द मोरालिटी टू स्पीक. और उस पे लोग मेरे को कमेंट, इट वाज क्लोज रेंज, ब्रो इज बिग ब्रिंग अप हिस्ट्री. मतलब क्या एक साल भी नहीं हो. क्लोज रेंज कहाँ था? मैटिच was outside the box and he crossed. Clear
हाँ
hand. In today's
क्लियर हैंडबॉल.
technology, in today's technology, तू सोच वो वन ऑल है, पेनल्टी मिलता है. You have Dybala, you have all the guys who will score. Penalty 2-1. Mourinho defends it 98 minutes तक and we win the Europa League. We are
या
in the Champions League this year. तो वो एक what if का टोटल अलग एपिसोड ही होता था यार. बट
सही
अफसोस की
बात
बात.
मतलब वार भी नहीं लिया मतलब चेक भी नहीं किया वार में.
Exactly. And to be very honest with you, I mean, there is corruption everywhere, यार. हर लीग में
Yeah.
सेरिया का कहाँ कहाँ. But this is just blatant. I mean, इतना एक फाइनल में when it's such a clear and obvious error and
सही
you don't
बात.
use VAR, I think वो क्रिकेट जैसा ये रेफरल चालू
Yeah.
करना है. को दो मिलना चाहिए
Yeah.
to exercise and use it. But
Right.
anyway, so I think Europa League में मेरे को तो, like, to be very honest, I hope that Roma wins the Europa League, but दिमाग वही बोलता है कि I think this year is going to be a little difficult for us. Rather try to finish in the top 4-5 in the league,
Yeah.
consolidate our position and try to get past Bologna. Yes, what is Thiago Motta?
Bologna. Yeah.
Bologna, they are
Right.
fourth and even they won at the 94th minute against Empoli this round. It's just insane. Segueing to Serie A, what do you make of De Rossi's performance as a coach versus what Mourinho has done this season?
Let me speak honestly. The thing was that Mourinho is a high-profile coach, and he will always want to have high-profile player, big player. Well, I mean, highly skilled player. But Roma basically you don't have that. They have above average player or all, and definitely we do, and we have two skilled player. Let me be very honest. That is Dybala and Lukaku, and they are the world class player. And
Pellegrini,
Pellegrini and others are I can say that they are above average or average. So मोरिनो का जो टैक्टिक्स है मोरिनो जो का जो थिंकिंग है वो मेरे को लगा कि शायद दिस इज नॉट मैचिंग विद द मेंटालिटी ऑफ प्लेयर. वी डिड वेरी वेल मतलब रोमा अंडर मोरिनो आई मीन 2 यूरोपियन फाइनल खेला एक जीता बट स्टिल कहाँ पे लगा कि मोरिनो वाज आल्सो अंडर प्रेशर and the players were also under pressure.
yeah,
So yeah, but when De Rossi came, De Rossi is just like a I mean घर का मतलब
he's a local guy,
local
fan.
local guy local guy and a legend, and he is very friendly. I can say that he's I mean very friendly and very open to the players, and he always give credit to the players. So and he also changed the Roma I mean the changed the mentality of the Roma players. So where I found that the players are now playing very freely, and the pressure has been released and they are now playing very freely. So this has made a very huge impact what I can see from my own perspective.
100%, 100%. तेरे को क्या लगता है end of the season where do you think Roma will finish under De Rossi? I mean, will De Rossi finish? I mean, will Roma give a full-time contract because De Rossi's contract expires end of the season में? तो क्या लगता है
uh,
where do you think he'll finish? And do you think De Rossi will continue next year?
फोर्थ पोजीशन में तो फिनिश करना चाहिए if we want to qualify for the Champions League. एंड मे बी मतलब फिफ्थ प्लेस पे भी चैंपियंस लीग में क्वालिफाई होगा, इसका ऐसा बात हो रहा है, बट कॉन्फर्म के लिए
या
एकदम फोर्थ प्लेस।
कोएफिशिएंट पॉइंट चाहिए ना जो
राइट,
एक
हाँ
टीम
कोएफिशिएंट पॉइंट चाहिए, या तो
तो
फोर्थ प्लेस में ही चाहिए, एंड डेफिनेटली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्सटेंड करना चाहिए,
करेक्ट
द
करेक्ट
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। या राइट।
करेक्ट सो आई थिंक दैट्स अबाउट इट फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर
या
recording. I think we covered basic things: Roma's European performance, forecasts, and De Rossi versus Mourinho. So I think
या
we'll close this video for now. So
या
whoever is tuning in, thank you so much for watching. Forza Roma, Die Roma. Thank you, Ratul.
थैंक
We'll
यू
see you.
फॉर द रोमा।
Sempre, sempre. See you guys another time. Until then,
या
ciao, ciao.
या